brothers, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. This one taken from the 7. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They find some open field here. 20. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Here we go. 180! Right, 54. Check. Hey, check 24. Sponge. No. I got you.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I'd say going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
It's just me and you.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, first and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Topper.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line.
8-3. 61. Matchbox lights. Here we go again.
On first and 10, Lang forced out to his left. And the Packers are in for the score. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here we go. Hey, Delta. Danny. He's coming hot.
From the 27, Garoppolo. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
218, chop.
Vikings, first down.
Hey, 50.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Here we go.
Calling a gain of 3, and it's a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Protein spill. Minus 50. Watch the screen. Get hot.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. This is Johnson. He's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a first and goal. 21-0 our score after 1.
Right there. Here we go. 180.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. This is first and goal from about the 8. They'll run with Cook, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Brings up second and goal.
Second down and goal. Garoppolo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
On the set. Mike 54. Gone.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 15, Lonnie. 15 line. Here it comes. Keep Griffin.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Here's a second and 7. He's got it to Williams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. Throwing on first down. Lang. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
The defense is going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now he's going to let it go deep, right? He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. On first down, it's Cook. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Hey, gun. Motion. Hey, come on. Hey, hunt.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Back to throw. Lang. It's caught here by Adams. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Lock, lock, lock.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
This is Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Go, go.
Come, come. Check safety, check safety. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check, check, lucky.
Ready, ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Set, ready. 60 or.
59, Mike the 59. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
6-6, bullet high.
Watch the shift. Hey, hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Watch the edge. Switch it, switch it, switch it.
Now.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Check, 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 check. Check your hot read. Check 50.
Keep grip. Keep grip.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana, thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right, great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready, ready.
Mike's 59.
Hey, Haywood.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, check. 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Let's go.
On third down, Lang. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
21.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here we go on 4th down to Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
You.
Get it.
On 1st down, Jones And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Mike, 54. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Fire.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Check pass. Check pass.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Check 99. Check 99. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. 8, read.
54, Mike.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Shit.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. The last run got 6, now second and 4.
At the 16-yard line.
Topper.
He's crazy.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. Busts through the tackle. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Packers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This a 33-yard attempt.
A 33-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll run on first down. Cook. He's got a first down, and Vince. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Bravo! Mike 50.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
I got this. 21.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Blue draw Porkers.
Hey, switch gears. You go tank. You got tank.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
21. X3. 218. Chop.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, gun.
Mike's 50.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.